History is broken. All recorded knowledge more than 300 years old has been corrupted. The Starfinder Society is recruiting outsiders to unravel the mysteries of what happened. Unlikely heroes must learn to work together to stay alive, where technology and magic exist together among the stars. Dead Sundays, most Sundays at 7 p.m. only on twitch.tv/Logar the Ogar. The past haunts us all.
All right. I have a pumpkin.
See that? It's a good pumpkin.
I got this one for my sister.
What kind of pumpkin is it?
I forget. They all have really funny names.
What's this one's name?
I think this was like Winter's Best or something.
Oh, okay. Lofty.
Yeah, but then I got like a regular.
Wait, so you have multiple pumpkin? You got the best pumpkin and you got a different pumpkin? That seems like a better.
Oh wait, yeah. Why wouldn't you sit next to that one?
Wait, because it's heavy.
Yeah,
so
but
I got this one,
pumpkin.
And I think this one was just called like Orange Freak.
Big orange bitch.
All of them have like cutesy autumnal names and whatever, and then it was just like fuck ugly monster freak.
Okay, let's focus up because we're gonna be here all night if we don't get started.
Too late.
Because I might have overwritten this a little bit, and I really don't know how long it's gonna take. So there might be some just me pushing you into rooms as well. So just remember that.
As this is a prequel and we know we can't die, just let us know when you need us to completely fuck everything up. And we.
Oh well, one of the things that you learn from the hostess is that there are ripples in space-time and stuff. So like it's not entirely out of the question to just kind of pull a copy of you from a different reality into this one. Who knows? Why the fuck not? Okay, so the three of you are on the Spacewave Maiden. The spooky sounds that you're hearing behind you are from Sirenscape right now, and you should be listening to them, and they're very good. Sirenscape, fuck me. The three of you are asleep on your Helix mattresses that you guys were. Oh yeah, sorry, Kumar, I forgot to tell you. So Zib leveled their fame up, and now sometimes they get free stuff, and they have a higher chance of people. The free stuff is a joke. Like, it's only Helix mattresses and, like, stamps. But they now have a 20% chance of somebody recognizing them. You guys are in your bunks asleep.
Wait.
What did you say?
We're paying Jinder Seer and G Fuel now.
You guys are asleep in your bunks. And during the night, at some point, Shepard wakes you each up individually. He carefully wakes you guys up and specifically does not wake up Clara. He ushers you guys into the other room out of the bedroom that you guys are in. Bedroom? Bunk room? Barracks? Whatever they're called on a spaceship?
We don't know anything about this spaceship. Do we have our own... Like, okay, first of all, Zib has his own room, right? Or has their own room, right? Like, Zib has a captain's quarters.
Yeah, Zib for sure has their own quarters, I would say.
I'm not entirely sure,
No, we
because...
run like a flat company.
The bug zone needs its own area.
Yeah, for my various excretions.
Yeah.
Well, oh, right, it's called the Sunrise Maiden, right?
Spacewave.
Yeah, but the real ship
the
is...
actual one is the Sunrise.
Yeah, so I actually can't. There's a map of the inside if you Google it, so you guys can look at that. I can't see it though because the book I got was secondhand, and the back is ruined, so I can't see the inside of the back of the ship, or the inside of the ship on the back of the book. So you guys are all woken up by Shepard and quietly asked to leave the bunk and come into the spaceship. You guys are standing in the same place that Clara was when she found the hostess's symbol on the wall and then went to see the hostess. It's just a random wall that has nothing on it. It's a blank panel, and as you guys approach it, you realize that's where Shepard is leading you, and he points to it, and it's a glowing symbol on the wall of a long rectangle with a circle in the middle.
Classic.
Yeah, he points to it and he says, Starfinders. He's trying to whisper, but he can't. Starfinders, the hostess has requested that we go through this doorway to a place that is not very close to here. The favor that she gave us when she removed us from the jungle and got us back to our spaceship as quickly as possible, it seems that she's calling for that to be repaid, as we have a day or so until we get to the asteroid belt. What she said last time matches what she said this time. It was investigation and exterminate. I have no idea what we're going to find on the other side of this, but I would implore you to not only take me with you, but to repay your debt to the hostess.
Okay.
So the hostess has been kind of like usually giving you guys favors in exchange for doing side missions outside of the main Dead Sun's path. They also happen to just line up with Earth holidays. Crazy.
So we knew that all that knowledge was lost.
Yeah, we don't know it. Well, yeah. So I guess Earth is somewhere in the Starfinder universe and Pathfinder universe. Galarian, I assume is not. It's just gone. But if you tried hard enough, you could probably find some version of Earth. So you guys are in front of this blank panel with the glowing blue symbol on it. Do you guys just want to walk right on through?
Yeah. No.
Captain, you're up first, or should I just...
Raj groggily stumbles through.
Like I'm in boxers and a Mind Wars t-shirt, so like, should I go put some armor on? Because we were sleeping.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah. Shepard definitely would have been like, equip yourselves and go through the door.
I mean, it's too late. Raj already walked through.
No, you have all your stuff. That would be ridiculous to send you guys into this and have you guys just be naked. Although, that is a great way to rebalance an encounter, is to remove every item that the players have that give them any kind of bonus.
Yeah, we should do a subsistence mission.
So, you guys touch the symbol on the blank panel, and as you do, the blank panel turns into a bright white square that makes itself into a doorway, and you walk through it. As you're walking through it, you can't see anything, but as you get to the other side, the bright light fades, and you are in the entrance to some kind of space station. Let me make sure I got it all good. So I drew this map myself.
We're in Scribblenauts territory. Let's go.
I drew this map myself. I'm very proud of this map. I drew it by hand at the bar. And I will be giving you detailed descriptions of each room as you go into them, because they can't really be represented by Scribblenauts maps. So you guys walk through this portal, and as soon as you do, your vision adjusts and you're looking at a dimly lit entrance room to a space station. Blood covers the entirety of the station's foyer. The station's emergency lights run down the center of the room, creating an eerily dark entrance. A 20-foot airlock door, broken and jammed, bars the way outside. Peering through the airlock's windows provides a glimpse of a small transport shuttle whose engines appear to be smoldering and useless. To the west, a small waiting area has been ravaged by some unknown assailant. Broken TVs and blood-soaked couches fill the area. To To the east is a reception desk and a small breakout room. Ahead, a large pair of thick metal doors block the path, while a strange shape hangs from them. So everything around here is covered in blood and viscera and body parts. The station is currently only producing emergency light, so everything around you is in dim light. Which means that you can see, but only out to a certain range, and that anything you attack would have a concealment chance for being in dim light.
Okay.
So the big things were the big doors in the front and the area to the right.
Well, this is
Can we
important
cast
that
the
looks
check
like we
magic?
got here after everything happened.
Mo, I can't hear anything with the mask
Yeah,
on.
dude, I can't hear you.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's magic blood.
No, besides besides the faint magic of like just general
Friendship.
besides the magic of friendship, you detect no magic signatures for where you stand.
So you said there's like organs and stuff hanging out.
Yes. So on the ground in front of you, the entire thing is soaked with a layer of blood. There is a large, strange shape hanging on the big door in front of you, and the rest of it looks similarly desecrated.
I want to go back to bed. I don't know what I'm bringing to this this scenario.
You are definitely not allowed to go back to bed.
Yeah, this is fascinating. The closest I just want to like poke at like the closest, I guess, bolus of gore that's next to me.
Okay.
And examine it, I guess. Yeah.
It's a piece of a person. Not really much
like
else that you can gain without seeing like the rest of the body or
You guys
What it
can't do
came
like
from.
a life science check and see if it's a human organ or like a...
You can, but a lot of what you're seeing like around you right now is more of like a piece of flesh that was like cut off or something, like during a fight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, you can't because the airlock is locked and jammed. It cannot be opened, and the space shuttle that is outside seems to be on fire.
You said there was a reception desk?
I did.
Raj, maybe you should check the computer on the reception desk to see where the hell we are.
Fodder, can you bring up your mic? Like I know you're doing.
Yeah,
the voice.
I've turned it up multiple times. I'm surprised it's this quiet.
Yeah.
How's that?
Ooh,
Too loud?
no,
No,
that's good.
Okay.
I had you turned up.
Yeah, I saw you turning me up, and I was weirded out by it. So
I'm sorry.
I was screaming into my mic this weekend, so like everything's all fucked up. My bad.
Sure. So, you want to inspect this guy right here, right? That's this is where the desk is. Oh, I'm sorry. So you see this area here? You see how there's a little tick that comes out? These are doors.
Okay.
So there's a door that leads into this area here, and then you can get to the reception desk by just walking around the back.
I go and do that.
Okay. As you walk around the back of this reception desk, you are standing in front of it and you realize that there is a body underneath the desk that just kind of is huddled up, hiding underneath the desk.
Are they alive?
You can check. Do me a medicine check. They are dead, but you cannot tell how. And remember, you guys can ask Shepard to do things sometimes too.
Okay.
This would be a good time for that.
I'm gonna take my flashlight out, which I have on my handy dandy character sheet, and light it.
Okay. There's also a terminal in front of you.
And then seeing the terminal, kind of doing the thing where you put the flashlight in your mouth. So
Oh yeah, that's hot. I like that. Excellent. So this is a tier 1 computer that requires a hack. You cannot get into it without hacking into it.
I'm gonna try to hack it.
Hack the place.
Hey guys, there's a computer here. I'm gonna try to hack it.
Makes sense.
All right. Let me know if you need help.
Okay, that does it.
Pair program. Okay.
What'd you roll? You rolled a 10. Okay, I'm just curious. So you. Oh fuck! I fucked up. You were able to hack into the computer. This computer is the terminal that the receptionist would use while they are receiving guests or checking people in and out. Once you gain access to it, you see that you have the ability to open the large blast doors that you assume are the ones right next to you with a command that says open front blast doors. I'm sorry. As well as a outbox with 10 messages that were unable to be sent for whatever reason. Additionally, there are 2 more commands. One is listed as emergency protocols for quarantine breach, and one is listed as emergency protocol for unknown incursion.
I'm gonna start pushing buttons.
Okay. Push the button. Which button?
I'm gonna open the door. I guess.
You have a chance to read their email.
Actually, I didn't write any emails. It's just you just noticed that there's a bunch of emails that were in the outbox that, for whatever reason, didn't get sent. As you're like clicking through them, you realize that the first couple were like normal stuff, and then the last like 6 or 7 are, is anybody getting these? Then you realize that they just hadn't been sent at all. So at some point, the station had lost contact with everybody else.
Hate it when exchange goes down.
You hit the open door button. When you do, you hear the large mechanical gears and pistons that must be inside the walls to move these 2 giant slabs of metal apart. It's a 15-foot high wall and it makes a 20-foot space, and they're thick metal doors. And as they move, you also hear the sound of what sounds like something being ripped apart. And then they open fully, and the rest of the facility is is open for you to view.
I'm gonna peek through and see what was ripped apart, since it would have been ripped apart right in front of our eyes.
Yes. Unfortunately, without inspecting the door specifically, you did not realize there was a shape hanging on the front of the door. And as the door starts to move and you guys hear this sound, you realize that the shape was a person whose hands had been pinned one side to each door. Their bottom half. No, they weren't, but their bottom half is missing.
That's disgusting. Why would anyone take their bottom half and not the top? It's wasteful.
It's disgusting because it's wasteful, or it's disgusting because it's disgusting?
You know why it's disgusting. Wasting any part of a carcass is just disgusting. All of that meat could have been used to keep warriors alive for months.
Fair enough.
And the Vesk eat people. What?
They do? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I made that up. Let's see. Do Vesk eat people?
So as these doors open up, you hear that horrible sound, and you're looking at even more blood-soaked floors. You see the rest of the station as you walk in. And at the end of A3 to the north, there is another pair of those gigantic doors. But instead of having anything pinned to it or anything on it, it just has a large yellow warning that says, "Extreme radiation. Do not open without proper authorization and equipment."
Huh.
Our environmental suits protect us from radiation, right?
Sort of.
Okay.
But you would also be. I'm gonna rule that you would be aware of radiation from that there is radiation. Like if you were in danger of radiation, your suit would have some kind of Geiger counter. Okay. Whether or not it can accurately measure the amount of radiation is probably on level 2 or 3 armor. Probably not. But you would be aware if you were walking into an area of radiation.
So what's causing the radiation? Does it say on the sign or?
No, there is another one of those giant doors right here. And that warning is painted on it.
Are there any windows on the door?
No, they're solid, just like the blast doors that you had that were just opened.
If there's any way you could use that computer to figure out what's causing radiation beyond this door, maybe you could eject it into space and we could move forward without having to...
Yeah, I'm going to poke around on the computer to see if there's any more information I can get about like what happened in here.
So the only other 2 things on that computer were protocols for a quarantine breach or an unknown incursion. The quarantine breach says... Find the nearest security personnel and stay with them. Make your way to the airlock and board the shuttle, closing every blast door behind you. Or make your way to the panic room. If you are near danger, do not open a blast door or airlock. Station property may not leave the station. And then it says unknown incursion, and in parentheses it has stewards, press, paramilitary, etc. It says deny entry to facility. Deflect any questions. Contact head researcher Dr. Mikhail Denomaya. Contact head of security Dahl Horfrost. And that is the extent of the information that you can get from this computer. And I just want to let you guys know that you can walk into this room. This isn't...
I've
yeah.
I've already walked into it. Yeah.
All right, let me reveal some more stuff for you.
What was the first name before Dahl Horfrost?
It was head researcher Mikhail Denomaya.
Okay.
Shepard, never wake me up again for anything.
I'm gonna blank hacks.
I'm gonna head left. I'm gonna inspect everything to the left here.
Okay. When you say left, you mean like this area? Okay.
Yeah.
So as you walk to the left, you're immediately... I'm sorry. As you walk to the left, you start to hear this noise that kind of sounds like a piston firing over and over again. And as you get closer to where you are going right now, you realize that sound is coming from a malfunctioning door that seems to be opening and closing over and over. And that door is right here.
Okay, on that door? Yeah, I'm gonna walk right up to that door and look through it. Just try and look through while it's doing bubble.
So it's firing like randomly next to the... Oh, hold on, I wrote a thing, so I'll fucking read it. A mix of violent sounds bar the entrance to security. The sliding door quickly opens and shuts randomly, with such force that it could tear a limb clean off. A terminal next to the door sparks wildly, and the severed arm of a security officer lays on the ground outside of the room. Inside, momentary flashes of another gruesome scene come and go as the door repeatedly slams itself shut.
Hey, Raj, could you come over here and maybe take care of this door?
Yeah.
It looks like there's dead people beyond it, and we should probably take their stuff so it doesn't go to waste.
Shepard says, Bax, I never knew you were so environmentally conscious.
It's typical Veskarium tactics to take anything off the dead, though. It just makes sense.
It just makes sense.
It just makes sense.
It just makes sense. So
like visible control panels or anything on this?
So there's the door in front of you that seems to be firing randomly with a speed that will fuck you up. Clearly demonstrated by the severed arm that is on the ground.
Yeah.
There is a console next to the door that is sparking.
God, I really wish this were Star Wars rules. If it doesn't work, just shoot it.
I see Pax going for his gun, and I'm like, hey, hold on.
Hold on.
Let me see if I can.
I wish it was Soma rules and we could just squirt science goo on it.
Oh, if you had science goo, it would totally work.
Can we fist the butthole to get in?
What an amazing design choice in that game.
Yep. They absolutely knew what they were doing. Like, hey, what if we did this thing? And they were like, what if we did this thing and then never mentioned it?
What if we did this thing 29 times?
Super serious game, butthole fisting main mechanic.
Yeah. So you can see that the console next to the door is malfunctioning and sparking.
All right. Is there anything I can do to stop it from sparking and maybe work properly again?
You could attempt a engineering check to bypass the console.
All right.
You could attempt an engineering check to bypass the door.
Probably makes more sense for me to see if I can stop the door. Yeah.
Make a
Oh, sorry.
make a perception check first. I thought your engineering was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so you touch the console, you're trying to disable it, and instead of being able to disable it, it shocks you with a jolt of electricity.
Okay.
You take this much electricity damage.
What the fuck?
Make a reflex save.
Oof.
Okay, you take 17
Jesus Christ.
electricity damage.
Wait a second. I'm adjacent to him.
Yeah.
I'm adjacent to him and he's taking damage. Can I use guard protection to put my hand
what is
on
this?
him and take half the damage?
What is the specific? What's the thing called?
I'm sure raw this wouldn't work. Guard protection. When an ally adjacent to you is damaged by an attack.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
Nope. So you try to like push Raj out of the way, and then you just apologize because then you just pushed him and he also got zapped.
He squeezes up from electricity and I just throw his ass. To the ground.
You guys can see a little bit more into this area though.
Do you want to maybe try that again, or should we try something else?
You should totally touch that again.
You can also attempt to disable the malfunctioning door, like physically disabling it. It would also be an engineering check.
Okay.
Yeah, get crushed by this door.
Pax, can you help me out here, aka provide me aid?
Of course, you tell me exactly where I need to hit the door,
All right.
and I'll hit the door.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to slow the door down so it's not slamming open and closed. So when it starts getting significantly slower, if you can brace yourself to like catch it, I guess.
Yes, I will put myself between the door and the jam. I will overpower this door. Rip off
I don't think this is a good idea, team.
Well, that's just me justifying the fact that Elfodder would need to make an engineering check, and then if he passes it, it just adds a +1 to my roll.
I mean, I figure what really you could do is like you point to where I need to hit the door.
Yeah,
and
so
then, like, yeah.
I'm just going to remind you guys that doors have break DCs when using strength. So if you wanted to combine those two things with an engineering check, I would give you a bonus to breaking the DC of the door because you're going to slow it down.
Yeah.
I say that's perfect. You tell me where to punch, and I'll hit it as hard as I can.
So I'm going to say that you need to make a engineering check of 20, which is significantly lower than the totally disabling it.
Which one of us has to make the 20?
Raj has to do 20 engineering.
Well, how does this work for aid again? Does the person aiding make the check first?
So we're not really doing an aid. We're doing something else.
Okay.
Why can't I see that? Yeah.
21.
So you're able to kind of get into the gears of it and slow it down enough. Pax, you are now able to make a strength check to just bust the door open.
Blow this door up. 20. I'm giving it the boot. The big boot.
Giving it big boot.
Oh, a boot fan.
Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough.
Can I give it a second boot since it's moving slowly? Can I take a 20 on the boot?
You can't take a 20 on the boot, but you can give it another shot. Okay.
I'm already tired.
So
I
now you
missed, and my
now
leg
you need
gets
to make
stuck.
a reflex save.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna
was
say, my
so
leg,
low that you fall through the door.
12.
Okay, so you fall through the door as you try to smash it, but the door misses you, and you are able to just kind of like skate through, and now you're on the other side of the door.
I love the idea that Pax backs up and tries to shoulder check the door and mistimes it and just goes through.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got a 12?
Yeah, it's a 12. It's not a 21. Did you think it was a 21? I should get cut in half by this.
I thought it was I thought it was something else. Yeah, no, that doesn't. You don't avoid that. You're about to get severely fucked up right now.
Hell yeah, but at least I can overpower the door with my meat.
This adventure's going pretty bad, y'all.
Yep.
So, I mean, we know we survived. We've already landed at the next location. It just might be alternate versions of ourselves.
The door slams into you with the force of an overpowering attack and catches you directly in the chest, and you take 32 slashing damage as it hits you.
Flashing damage?
Yes.
Well, that's kinetic, isn't it?
Sure is, buddy.
So I take 27.
At this point, I will let you, since you're caught in the door, sort of. I will let Raj make a engineering check and lower the DC so that you can have a better chance of succeeding.
Okay.
Now that Pax is in between the door, bam! Now that Pax takes this huge fucking hit, and it hurts. The door is moving so fast that it's doing slashing damage instead of bludgeoning. Pax takes it in the chest, but then holds it against him and pushes forward. And Raj, you use that moment to jam the gears and open the trap. I'm sorry, to jam the gears and open the door and keep it locked open.
Okay. Yeah, I hastily tap, 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 tap. Spanner wrench. Try to stop thing. No.
And this room is now open for you guys.
That door was a worthy opponent. Also, ow, holy shit.
Yeah, I slumped to the ground for a second as well, and then look at Shepard and Zib and say, door's open.
Why don't you two explore this while we take 5 minutes, sort of like chill and shit? Because ow.
What a great
We
plan.
gotta have a talk about our team stratagem.
So far being stronger than everything has worked pretty well.
Whew. It's too early in the day to be taking 27 damage, my friend.
That was the first thing you guys did. I really expected you guys to go to the right, to be honest with you, but it's fine.
Are you kidding? I play RPGs all the time. Always go left.
You always go left. Always.
All the good stuff is to the left.
Okay, so you guys, who's going into the room? Who's standing outside?
Zib and Shepard.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys sit this one out. Captain's got this room.
As you guys walk into the room, you see in front of you, on the ground, slumped up against the console on the floor, is a male Kasatha who is dressed as a security officer. Their one hand is pressed against a bloody wound where another arm should have been, and they are just kind of deadly, blankly staring at the two of you as you walk into the room. Zib.
Whoa!
As you pass the threshold of this door, you feel something in your brain, and you receive
My brain!
In my brain! You receive a telepathic message from an unknown sender. And all it says is...
Moshi Moshi. Zib Desu.
Hoi.
All it says is, tasty. New tasty.
Are you guys hearing some kind of like new Spaceys ad?
What?
Is that just me?
I sit back up. I stand back up.
Jealous if you're hearing new stuff, though.
If I'm hearing stuff, are you not hearing stuff?
And I want to know what's going on at Spacey's. What do you know?
Yeah, I think they're trying some sort of new ad campaign. I don't like it. I'm also like really grossed out by I guess, are you dead? Is this guy dead?
Oh, that guy's dead. Yeah, he's super dead.
Okay. Yeah, this is a lot for me. I'm not big fan of what I'm seeing here so far. But yeah, I don't know. I just heard something in my brain telling me tasty. I don't know. Maybe they got new corn fritters at Spacey's.
The idea that Zib thinks this is a viral marketing campaign that they are suddenly the test group on is amazing.
I love that Zib's probably jealous that they didn't think of this first.
Yeah, you could just be walking around Absalom Station like throwing ads at people.
Zib.
Zib.
Subscribe to Zib Beverage.
Zib by Zib. So, in front of you is the dead body of this Kasatha. I'm sorry, I have to look at this other thing. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So in front of you is the dead body of this Kasatha. To the, I guess, left of you is, over here, is a room full of lockers. In front of you, here, is a room full of terminals and video screens. Hey, Mr. Sheeks, what's going on? Thank you, buddy. And in this room to the back, you guys can see through this wall. It is a glass pane that separates the rooms. In here, you can see what look like to be holding cells.
Ah, good. The security office with a security officer. Shepard, you check out this body. That's not really my steez.
Okay.
And I'm going to check out the locker room.
Okay. One sec. Let's get Shepard to do a medicine check on this guy. Okay. Shepard determines that the cause of death of this Kasatha in front of him was blood loss from losing his arm. But he also has several other surface wounds that seem to have been inflicted on him at some point before he died. Scratches, bruises, bite marks, things like that. So Zib, you inspect the locker room over to the left. There are a bunch of lockers. Most of them are open, but they don't really have anything interesting inside of them. A lot of like personal effects from people that work at the station, or just like random clothing. There are 2 locked lockers though.
Okay, I want to knock on the 2 locked ones.
Wow, I didn't think. Okay, yeah. I never considered that, but
I like players screwing with your plans. This is perfect.
No, it's fine. I think that's really clever. I wish I could reward you with something, but nothing happens when you knock on those 2 lockers.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's like my dad always says, that's none of my business.
So as you go to E2, you are looking at all of these computers. There is a couple terminals and a couple consoles that control the security cameras. All the security cameras are on. You can see a readout of all of the different places in the station. To your left in E3 is I almost said a pair, and then I said trio. What's 4?
It's a
Quad?
Is a quad. Are 4 holding cells. From your vantage point, you can see through. You can see through the window that is next to you. You see 1 person standing up in the thing, kind of walking around, and then you see 2 people who seem to be on the ground, and one of them is empty.
Oh, great. Here's this is Zib's time to shine. I'm a people person.
There you go.
So I'm gonna walk into the holding cell area, but not up to like the bars.
Yeah.
Just in the doorway.
So as soon as you walk into the room, you realize that you couldn't see this from outside. The holding cells in here all have a force field on all of the walls, including the metal bars that serve as a door, except for the floor. You assume that this is to reinforce the holding cell to actually hold people in it. There are 2 Vesk on the ground in cells 2 and 3, these 2 down here, who seem to be lying motionless, and then a Drow who is in cell number 1 that is standing there, and as soon as you walk in the door, he walks up to the edge of his cage, and he starts trying to get your attention. As he does that, you turn and you look for the rest of your crew. You realize that the room you're in is a one-way window. You cannot see out of this room.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
So he is up here. He is trying to get you to come over to talk to him. He can't put his arms through the bars or anything because of the force field.
Okay. Sure. I'll play your little game.
And the Drow says, "Nah, answer me these questions 3." He doesn't say that.
This is not going to be like Silence of the Lambs. Nobody's throwing any kind of fluid at me.
Nobody's doing anything. Nope, nobody's doing that. Force fields, they block fluids,
Oh.
but not gases or light, including laser beams, which is actually super important.
That's incredibly weird.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many. I have so many questions. About
That's what it says in the book. You know, I don't know.
Is there a humidifier on the other side just to make sure everything's fine? Like, I'm just curious. Or is it super dry back there?
No, gases go through, so they work out fine. But it can't block. It can only block physical stuff. Anyway, so you walk up to this drow, and the drow is standing there. The drow are very tall. They're thin. They're very put together. And as soon as you approach him, he says, "Please, you have to let me out of here. I've been in here for too long."
All right, buddy. People who are in these situations are usually in here for reasons, so I'm gonna need something from you to convince me that that's a good idea. I'm new here.
So you can see on his body that he is just wearing clothes. He has no armor or weapons or anything. And he says, no. I was brought here against my will. I was captured, and they brought me here to be used in their research, I believe is what they said.
Oh.
My name is Celadar, and I'm from Aposte. And
Hey, Celadar, I'm Zib. You may have heard of me. I'm not.
go for it. We'll pick 4 numbers.
Let's go. Come
4
on.
numbers?
4 numbers, because you leveled up.
Okay. 4, 7, 13, 18.
4, 7, 13, 18.
Nice. We'll get him next time.
And he says, I'm sorry, should I know you? I know, I'm sorry. It's a big system.
Hey,
I understand. My name is Celadar. I'm from Aposte, and I was brought here against my will to be used in their experiments, I think.
Okay.
What's a lot of things have happened on this space station in the last week or so. Mm-hmm. I haven't really been able to see any of them. As you can see, I can't see through the double-sided door, as well as I seem to be stuck in my cage. I can't hear or see much from here, but the screaming that filled each hallway was loud enough to reach me. I could hear the bustling and shuffling of movement over and over again as one group of screams gave way to many more. And then nothing for a time, save the banter between my cellmates and I, who seem to have perished in one way or another. I have no idea how long I've been here, but it feels like days, probably a week. I don't know. During that time, I heard the other two talking about hearing voices in their heads. For whatever reason, I was saved from this phenomenon, but I felt its chill through the descriptions nonetheless. And since then, I have been by myself, desperately waiting for someone to show up. It sounds pretty bad out there.
Oh, it's awful. It's way worse than, yeah, it's pretty bad. Me and my crew, we're here on some kind of rescue mission. I do have two more questions. One, Vesk? Are these these fellas all right?
I don't know. I can't see them. But at one point they stopped talking to each other. So I can only assume that whatever happened to the people outside of the station happened in here.
Okay, that's not great. But I mean, you're fine. That's unfortunate. And my second question is, does this symbol mean anything to you? And I hold up my data pad with like a paint, like Microsoft Paint with the hostess's symbol.
Fuck. This one I really didn't expect. I'm gonna say no. No.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Okay, also fine. Just, you know, This is this is not like a litmus test.
I would really like to be released from this this place.
Okay, so we can totally do that. I'm gonna let you know things are really bad out there, and until we can figure out, me and my crew can maybe figure out a better quarantine than what's going on. If you've been safe in here, that might be a better bet for the time being.
Counterpoint. And he like motions to the Vesk, and he's like, they don't seem to be safe, so I don't really know what the difference is.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. I truly do not have enough information to deny you this request. And I'll tell you one thing: I'm a sleepy bug. I wish I was back in bed. Let me see if I can figure out the doors.
The doors in front of you don't seem to have any terminals or locks on them. You assume that there is some other unlocking mechanism in another part of the security office.
Yeah. So I'm gonna head back to the terminals, as I assume that's gotta have something.
Mm-hmm. E3 has a bunch. Every time I say it, I laugh. Has a bunch of vid screens of the cameras around the station, as well as a terminal that you can access, which we are going to access as soon as I go pee, because I have to pee.
Are we taking a break?
BRB.
Piss.
BRB. All right, bye. Have a good piss. Good thing you didn't go to commercial.
Guys,
It's crazy that it's been 2 solid hours of people driving by my house, horns blaring, screaming, "Watching you kiss her, oh, dancing all mine," and it has not stopped for 2 hours.
Hell yeah, dude. I can't wait to hear from you guys when it gets like incredibly unruly.
I hope it.
They've moved up to like City Hall by now, so I feel like
Yeah, because there's always 2 celebrations. There's one celebration which is at Kottman and Frankfurt, and then there's another celebration which is just up and down Broad Street and just all throughout South Philly.
In 2009, I remember I had coworkers from Doylestown walk all the way down Broad Street to Center City, and then I met up.
I don't like baseball that much. that's a far walk, man.
These 2 girls were hammered by the time they got back to my apartment.
like 4 hours. What the hell?
Yeah, the parade, the 2009 parade, dude, the World Series parade was like an all-day party. Like my job, straight up was just like, don't come into work.
Yeah.
Because they were like, we're getting drunk on Broad Street off of 611 also, so don't come into work. So.
Yeah, I need you
That
guys
was
to win
nice.
the World Series so I can watch the celebrations on CNN when you burn the city to the ground.
When we win the World Series and then win the Super Bowl.
That's it, dude.
Leveling this place.
What are the Eagles? Are the Eagles 6-0 or 5-0? That's
We're doing
ridiculous.
the Eagles are doing quite well.
In a good division this year, except for the Commanders, who are the worst.
It's really great to work for a company that's based in Texas and have my coworker put on his little Dallas Cowboys hat and every day, and I'm like,
Fucking nerd.
Yo, I hope. Sorry to Eddie Kingston, but I hope the Astros beat the fucking Yankees.
Oh, fuck the Yankees. Go Astros. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because if we get Cowboys, Eagles, and then Phillies, Astros, like,
You're back in E.
Are you sure you don't want to beat like New York and Dallas in the same year?
Oof. All right, so you're back in E3. Zip. You're looking at all of the computer readouts in front of you. It's all of the vid screens of all the different areas. If you want to look at each one of them individually, you can. But there's also a terminal, the security terminal that is on the table right here. You can attempt to hack it, but as soon as you sit down to it, you realize that this is a pretty advanced system, and you might need a little bit of help. But you can try.
I'm gonna give it a go. I like computers.
That's close, but it's unfortunately not enough.
Ah, dang. Raj, can I get some pair programming?
Yeah.
Everybody hold hands.
I take this half the keyboard.
I'm gonna let the captain take this, but I will. You know when like you help your parent pick the proper thing so you can print a thing? That's what I'm gonna do. So
Telling them what to type in.
So wait, are you aiding them or are you hacking them?
I'm aiding them.
Okay, so Zib, you get a +2 to your next roll.
Okay.
I think that's how aid works, right?
Starfinder aid.
It's called aid another. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's a move. It's an action. Might be. It's so stupid. Every time we fucking do this, we have to look it up. First aid. It's not the same.
Aid another, and basically, we're not in combat, so I just basically had to beat a 10 if I remember right. But
That seems too low.
this gives Zib advantage on their roll.
Advantage? That's not a thing.
I don't know what it was.
Oh yeah, it is. It is 10.
It's +10.
Yeah, so you must skill check before the creature, but if you succeeded a DC 10 check, the creature gets a +10.
We'll have to be standing next to you though. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a +4 though, because you were so high above 10. So Zib, you get a +4 to your next
All right.
your next
My
computer
next
check.
roll.
Yeah. Alright!
All right.
Oh no, you know what? No. You're right.
Yeah.
We can just oh nice.
Two sets of hands on one keyboard hacking.
Yeah. Yeah, so the two of you are holding hands and just staring at each other and typing funny jokes and memes.
Flying through the database.
Watching you type it. Oh. And you are able to hack into the security computer. It was a tier 3 computer with a DC 26 to hack. Once you're inside, you have access to 3 different subroutines. The first one being restore main power. The second being lock and unlock holding cells 1 through 4. And the last option being crew roster.
Okay. Does crew roster... If I check crew roster, is that just a list of names?
Yep.
Okay. Don't care about that. Feel like most of those people are dead.
Ah.
And I wouldn't know them anyway. Actually, I take that back. I do care. I just want to double check that homeboy in the cell is not on the crew roster, and I'm not being swindled.
So you can do 2 things here. You can click the crew roster and read that. But if you ever think you're being swindled, you can also always make a sense motive check.
True, I am very good at that. But since I'm here, I just want to, if I peruse the
So the crew roster is pretty short. I only gave major NPCs names. There is the head researcher, Mikhail Denomaya, who you have heard of. Head of security, Dale Horfrost. And then it just has a list of the amount of people that are employed in the various positions. There's 8 researchers, there's 4 security officers, 2 engineers, 1 receptionist, and 3 prisoners.
All right, well, I see 3 prisoners, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So before I open the cells, let's try the restore power.
Okay. So as soon as you hit the restore power button, everything shuts down, and then immediately comes back up at full power. You had been walking around using only the emergency lights, which kind of go in and out to see where you were going, and the entire space station was considered in dim light. The space station is now considered to be in normal light, and you're able to see everything that you could normally see with your regular eyeballs.
We've done it.
Survival horror, flip the generator switch, everything comes on.
All right. Raj, I made a friend.
Nice.
I unlock the cells.
Okay.
I guess if I can only unlock his, I feel like Pax doesn't need to be introduced to two dead Vesk.
Yeah, you can unlock them individually, sure.
Sorry, did you say weak Vesk? Because I think you said weak Vesk.
Yeah, I just don't want to. Don't want you to get distracted.
I'm too busy having defeated the door. I'm fine.
My greatest nemesis.
It's hit me harder than anything else we faced.
If only we had some sort of stasis module, could have slowed the door briefly.
We won't have that until at least January or February. But they might, hey, listen, you never know. Fucking Callisto Protocol comes out at the end of the month, so, next month. So, maybe they got one.
Yeah. Very excited for Dead Space 4.
Fell on the ground.
Fuck it, dude. Okay, so you open the door and you wait a second, and then you hear Celadar come out of the prisoner area. And when he does, he's a little surprised that there's more people here. I guess he thought you were by yourself, but he.
I did say crew like 4 times.
Oh, okay. Then forget that part. He walks in and he says, "You must be my rescue party. My name is Celadar." And he's a very tall drow person. And he says, "If you wouldn't mind, I would like to stay here and try to use these computers to find a way home."
Sure.
Yeah, I mean.
Unfortunately, whatever you're going to be facing here, I'm not.
What did you see? You were in the cell the entire time?
Yeah, but so that window is a one-way window. So he actually can't see out of that room. So he was in there by himself the whole time.
To reiterate what my captain asked you earlier, why were you in this cell?
I was brought here against my will to, I assume, be used in some sort of research experiment.
Does the name Mikhail Denilaj? Does that sound familiar?
Denamaya. And he says, vaguely, that may have been one of the people that was employed here. I'm not, I don't work here. I was, again, brought here. He gets a little agitated this time. He's like, I was brought here as a prisoner to be used for experimentation.
All right.
Period.
No need to get snippy. Everything's fine here. Sorry, I keep slipping into the cowboy voice.
That's okay, dude. It's okay. Sheriff Zib is Starfinder Captain Sheriff Zib.
Sheriff Zib is best Zib.
Yeehaw!
So he sits down at the terminal that you have unlocked and starts to try to use some of its more basic commands to see if you can hail a passing starship or send out a distress signal.
Oh, he's not hacking?
No, he's not.
He's not elite enough for that?
He is, but he doesn't need to do that because you unlocked it for him.
Well, tell you.
That's not how hacking works.
Well, Captain, I mean, the drow should be safe here, and I can telepathically check in with him if need be.
So can I. You're not special. We all have We all have telepathy.
I'm just saying.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, you're like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
pretty
saying.
Honestly, it's
I
pretty
don't have
special.
any objections to leaving this person here. So.
Me neither.
And he says, neither do I.
Yeah, I don't know if we can communicate. If you see anything on the security monitors that might be trying to eat us so that we don't notice, give us a holler.
I'll be sure to let you know if I see anything.
Cool.
And he's like, now he's like very focused into what he's doing, and he's kind of like not really paying attention to you guys. He's very focused in his work of trying to do one simple thing of
Let's
send
leave
out a
this
distress
jerk
signal.
off and
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah, now that you've like let him out, he's like much more like casual about your relationship, and now has a much more of a pompous drow attitude that he did not have before.
Typical. Once they get what they want, they're always more casual with the relationship.
Exactly.
Wow. All right. Gotta.
So there are still the two lockers in E1 that were locked.
Okay.
In order to unlock them, your guys are going to need to pass a engineering check to disable device.
Oh,
Bye.
I'm coming.
Bye, girl. There's nothing in those lockers for me.
While this is going on,
Shepard, are you also telepathic? Because Captain just said everyone was telepathic, but I know I'm not.
A good question.
I really hope everyone but Pax is telepathic. Like, let's just write on Clara's sheet, make her telepathic too.
Shepard is not telepathic. Shepard does not possess telepathy.
Captain, you need help with the lockers?
I mean, if you want to open the lockers, that's your prerogative. I'm a.
Stand back.
You're going to need to make 2 engineering checks.
Okay, that's the first one.
And that passes. Okay, great job. So both of these are easily opened up. They're just regular crew lockers. One of them, you open it and you see a very stereotypical white lab coat. There's nothing in it besides a name tag that says Dr. Mikhail Denomaya and has a key card attached to it. The second one, you open it and it contains nothing. I'm sorry. It doesn't contain any clothing. Inside it is a weapons locker. It contains a Corona laser pistol with a full battery, a cred stick containing 400 credits, and a tactical hand axe.
I toss the key card to Captain. I toss the hand axe to Pax. And then I take the Corona laser pistol.
That should be in the.
That's a good laser pistol. Holy crap.
That should be in the SRD.
Yeah, it's in there.
And it's got a full battery.
6.
I don't see the hand axe, but I'm assuming that
That's in the armory. And for some reason, the armory is not integrated at all into Roll20, and it won't be. I don't know why.
Oh, I forgot. The John doesn't. 1 second here.
So, with those 2 things, with those 2 lockers opened, that is the end of security. Where to next?
Let's head to the right, I guess. Right?
Sounds good.
I'll lead. Why not? I'll get punched by. Wait, there's 2 other doors up here. Like, do we need to? Have we looked at those yet? They're not.
You have not.
They're not flipping in and out, but like maybe we should inspect everything on the left first.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna inspect far left upper door.
To the north of the security office is a large room with 2 entrances. Both are locked with keycard readers and labeled observation. Authorized personnel only.
I'll kick it as hard as I can.
Sure, make a strength check.
Cool.
Okay. How'd that go for you?
I don't know. You tell me.
It did not go well for you.
All right. Well, then, does my foot hurt?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. I'll kick it again. With
Okay,
my
go ahead.
other foot.
Perfect. Strength check? Excellent. You are now, you take a 5-foot speed penalty for the next minute.
That sounds amazing.
It won't come up, but you'll know. Everybody knows that you're limping your way around.
Yep, I got it. 25. I'm good. I'm going to use my sword as a cane.
Perfect. Yeah, so there's 2 doors up here. Both of them are locked, obviously, but they also both have keycard readers next to them.
We just got a key card.
Beep, boop, boop.
I don't know. Do you want to? I don't know. In the interest of time, maybe we should just push forward.
Yeah, using the keycard on this door will open the door.
Is this door the same?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's pop into observation. What could go wrong?
I mean, there's just a ton of radiation. It should be fine. Oh, good. There's a wall. Thank God.
Oh God.
Okay.
And we can see a lot, even stuff we can't see.
Yeah, correct. You can see a lot, even stuff that you're not physically able to get to. So as you walk into the room, you realize that this room is as much as a nightmare as the rest of the station. Several desecrated corpses are scattered throughout the room in various positions. Some bodies have been disemboweled, their innards strewn across the various consoles like prey paper. Some have been decapitated or recapitated with the incorrect head. Clearly, someone or something reveled in the killing, dissecting, and displaying of these poor individuals. So as you walk in, you see this disgusting display of horror and gore. All of the terminals are actually facing F1. As you look through this window here, you can see in F1 there is a... Hold please. There is a large broken glass tank.
No.
Oh, it's just like that ride that used to be at Disney.
They turned it into a Lilo and Stitch ride.
Yeah, which is cool, but
Which ride was that?
So there was it was officially an Aliens ride, and then it became the Alien Encounter, and then it became a Lilo and Stitch ride, and now it's a fucking Star-Lord meet and greet room.
Oh, sick!
How the hell did I miss that when I went to Disney? That sounds awesome.
this was forever ago.
When I was little, and it was when I was little, it was like the fucking xenomorph from apparently there was a real small window when they did that because it scared the hell out of everybody. It scared the shit out of me. I was like 8. And then the Lilo and Stitch one was the same exact animatronics, except they just put Lilo and Stitch and shit on them.
So it's like a xenomorph, but with Lilo and Stitch? Jesus
No,
Christ.
there was really only a couple of months it was a xenomorph, and then they had for a fairly long time it was just a generic alien that escapes from a tank, and it's one of those they spray you with mist and there's sounds go by you.
Some people get they drip goop on random people like a Gallagher show.
Ew, no goop.
It's
that
fucking
only a-
terrifying.
That's awesome. And also terrifying. But
And then the Lilo
was that
and
a magic?
Stitch one did the same exact shit.
It was Tomorrowland or whatever.
It was Tomorrowland? Okay. That would have been Epcot, right?
Yeah, it was
No,
a
Magic Kingdom is the
Yeah, it was.
yeah, it's Magic
Is
Kingdom.
Tomorrowland Magic? Tomorrowland's also what has Space Mountain. So yeah, okay, that is
yeah.
Magic Kingdom. Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry,
just
So-
like that.
didn't need to sidetrack.
So the inside of this room is filled with all these consoles and terminals and readouts that are all facing F1, which is the eastern wall. All the consoles and terminals all show various informations about this room, which is they refer to as the liquid summoning vat. Currently, by glancing at the terminals themselves, you can see that that room is suffused with extreme radiation.
just glowing green.
It's just the whole thing's green. And if you want to, you can get a better look at the room by looking through this window.
Sounds like a plan.
There's a big apparatus in there somewhere. As well as the
Sorry.
the bodies of the people that are in this room.
Zib, that's all yours to discover, because I'm going to kick this door till it goes down.
Door's open. You can't see the door anymore.
Please stop kicking the door.
On my side, too?
The door is hiding. Oh, no. No, yeah, you're right. We only opened one door.
Scared.
As the captain, I'm gonna need you to stop kicking things.
Well, I mean, obviously, I follow the directions of my captain, and I walk in after him.
All right.
There's one thing, it's loyal. Like, that's what PAX is.
Also, guys, I want you to know that when I was talking to the Drow, there was 2 dead Vesk, and he said that they were also hearing stuff, and I'm starting to think that might not have been a Spaceys ad.
Well, I'm not hearing anything, and I'm a Vesk, so maybe it was just because they were weak.
Yeah, well, as someone who's physically fairly weak, I want you to know that if I start getting mind controlled by an evil entity or something, I want you to do everything you can to save me. Exhaust every possible option. Do not let me die.
Zib, you're the strongest of all of us. There is very little chance you would be controlled by anyone but yourself.
I think you know that I'm not that strong.
There are different types of strength. Not all strengths are physical.
Damn, Pax.
That was deep.
Don't get me wrong, the most important strength is physical, but there are different strengths.
Amazing.
Well, I'm almost inspired.
Yeah, you're right there. Zib, as you go to take a better look at the room known as F1, a 15-foot tall, 10-foot wide cylindrical tank is filled halfway with a viscous green liquid. The tank is broken and shattered around the middle, the green liquid resting just below the threshold, holding the body of an unknown floating humanoid. Above the tank is a disheveled series of broken tubes and pumps, clearly used to fill and drain the tank.
Yucky. I don't much care for this. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Or what to make of this.
Can I inspect it a little bit more in detail?
That's all the detail that you could get. There is a physical barrier between you and it.
You clear the radiation or find radiation suits to get in there.
I don't want to get in there. Are these terminals, these little rectangles in F?
Yep, these are rectangles of terminals.
Oh, there's 3 terminals?
No, there's
All right.
there's several different consoles, and none of them are terminals. They are. Wait, they might be. Hold on, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, because if there's 3, that means I can fuck up 1 by trying.
No, there's one terminal, and the bodies of several people.
Oh, okay. Do they have anything on them?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Most of the bodies are like useless. I'm not useless. Jesus Christ.
Well,
holy
you had
shit.
that right.
Most of the bodies are of the researchers who worked at the facility, clearly. However, as you're going through them, you find another person with a white doctor's jacket on that has the name tag Dr. Mikhail Denomaya. Dr. Denomaya holds a key card with his name on it, a copy of the one that you guys found, as well as a data pad.
I take the data pad and I toss that to Raj, and I take the key card and hand it to Zib because I have no use for key cards. I'm going to kick the next door down.
The other body is clearly identifiable as head of security Dal Horfrost, a human female. Both of their bodies have been desecrated in a similar way to the rest of the bodies that you guys have found in the station.
Now, Miss Hoarfrost doesn't have anything on her that would be useful?
And she does. She has an advanced railgun, 24 long arm rounds,
Whoa.
and a pair of shock grenades Mark II.
Well, okay. Immediately, I put the shock grenades in the hands of Zib Beveridge.
Hey, buddy, let's go.
What did you say the weapon was, though? It was a railgun?
Advanced railgun. I think that's a CRB weapon.
Oh, shock grenades Mark II? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I have shock grenades Mark I.
Actually, no, I think,
I mean, the only advanced railguns I'm seeing are for the ship. I'm assuming it's not a ship weapon.
oh god, I hope not.
Because I would happily strap this motherfucker.
No. That can't be right. Hold on. It's in the armory. It is a projectile weapon. It is a long arm. Hold on. Yeah, railgun, advanced.
Yeah, I must just be looking in the wrong spot. That's all.
Yeah, so what I've noticed is that even though all the rules are on Archives of Nethys, none of like the equipment list seems appropriate. Like it doesn't seem like it's been updated because I was looking for more things and there's just nothing there. So it might be difficult to find. But an advanced railgun has a range of 60 feet and does 1d10.
I hold it to eventually hand to Clara.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous.
So actually, this is a long arm, and it's not something that Clara is not proficient with. Clara is only proficient with sniper rifles.
All right, well, if you don't mind dropping it on my character sheet, that's better than what I got.
Yeah, you can just type it in there, and we'll figure it out later because I don't think
I'm just gonna put advanced railgun. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, it's not in here. That's all right.
Yeah, I haven't found anything on it. I won't. I'm not using it now. That's fine.
Raj, as Pax is digging through the bodies of these two people, he tosses you a data pad that he picked up off of head researcher Dr. Mikhail Denomaya. Mm-hmm. You turn it on and it's unlocked. It seems that they had been making notes about one of their research projects while they were unfortunately murdered. Some of the journal entries are irrelevant, but one of them sticks out. It says, as head researcher, I report only to the senior director, even and especially when the senior director is being a short-sighted asshole. The capitalists should stick to finance and business. Scientific research is too volatile to just do it harder and better. We weren't ever supposed to actually summon a Pluprex demon. We were only supposed to figure out it was possible and how to do it. The station isn't equipped for that sort of thing. The researchers aren't, the facility isn't, even security isn't. A couple of projectile bullets aren't going to do much against spawns of the Abyss. The damn panic room better be demon-proof if anything ever goes wrong.
What kind of demon was it?
It was a Pluprex demon.
Okay.
That is a if you wanted to find out more, now that you know its name, if you want to find out more, you can make a mysticism check.
I'm actually pretty... I think this is the first mysticism check I've ever made in the game, actually. I'm pretty trained in it, so... yeah, let's take a look.
That, I think, is not enough.
Oh. Do you want to mention that to other people who might be able to? No, wait, I can't possibly pass 24. Never mind.
Yep, it's not enough. I'm sorry. So
Zib and Shepard aren't trained in mysticism.
Shepard. Shepherd is. Nope.
Fuck.
Hey, I have this for a reason. Time to go to Arcanimirium Reddit and
Hey guys, Raj here. It's your boy, Raj. Just
I
asking
think
a
honestly
question.
this is like the perfect reason
Yep.
to use it. Also, because it's like I've kind of heard of this demon. I have no idea what it is.
So this spell, I will basically say it allows you to take, take 10 or take 20 on a research task. Huh. Well, I don't have the tools equal to your level +2. You communicate with the Akashic record of one of your classmates or former instructors, asking them to assist you in a task, which would be to research. Recall information. When you cast this spell, select 2 skills. If you cast Akashic Tutor more than once a day, you must select different skills each time. The tutor can provide you with aid another benefits for the 2 skills you have selected and always succeeds at the check to aid you. Alternatively, you can instead choose to let the Akashic Tutor instruct you on how the task should be performed, substituting the tutor's skill modifier for your own. So basically what that means is you get the benefit of aid another when you do a recall knowledge check.
Oh, just recall knowledge check, not like a process.
Well, it's the recall knowledge is an action that a lot of skills have, which would be your mysticism check. Or you could let the tutor instruct you how to do it, which instead of you using your computer's check, you would use the Akashic Tutor's modifier instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask my tutor, what the hell is this thing?
So, with a little bit of help, you cast this spell gem and you receive back an image of a particularly disgusting looking demon. Hold on one sec. I can't believe I never got the fucking thing. A Pluprex demon is a spawn of the Abyss that is created when the souls of someone who delighted in torturing others with radiation is sent to the Abyss. Most of the souls that congregate into a Pluprex demon were people that would terrorize others with the use of radiation, most of which ended up dying through radiation means on their own. Pluprex demons... Mm-hmm?
Can you spell Pluprex demon? Just because I'm curious.
It is
demon?
It's Pluprex.
Poop pee demon?
This is what it looks like.
Okay, so it's like Pulprex. Got it, but it's Pluprex.
Oh
This
no.
is a
Oh,
Pluprex demon.
Oh, I hate that. You didn't have to show me. Jesus.
Yeah, it's bad to look at with my eyes.
A Pluprex demon uses radiation to...
Why does it... Oof, why are its feet normal? I hate that. Ugh.
Its normal feet are the worst part about it.
Yeah. Why does it have 5 toes? Ugh.
So the gears start to move in your head, and you are seeing in front of you something called a liquid summoning vat. You are reading now about a demon that is born from the misuse of radiation as a weapon and as a torture device, and you are seeing the destruction around the station of a research facility that was clearly attempting to summon one of these demons.
Captain?
Can we scuttle the ship?
You're not on a ship.
Station?
You're on a space station.
Scuttle the station. It still makes sense.
As you guys are having this conversation, you hear a deafening scream come from security.
Ah, well, nevertheless.
Like E2 security?
Like E2.
Like
security.
E40 security. Are we in a rush to get that guy?
We don't even know why we're here yet, so I wouldn't say we're in a rush.
I went to the whole trouble of hacking that computer to get him out. I don't want to go to waste. Should probably check in on him.
Maybe
Can I
he
do
just
it in a
checked his
telepathic
email
message
and
to
found
see
a bill.
if they are...
Reach out in the brain space to see if the screaming man is okay.
I just say, you okay? You good?
What's up, man? You good?
Dude just saw the latest news. He's just pissed.
There is no
You just heard about the
response.
fills.
So, do I
Wait
not
a
get-
second. The Phils are in the World Series? He's screaming.
There is no response to your telepathic message.
Captain, I'm not getting any response from that drow.
Yeah, he's probably dead, huh?
Do you want to go check to see if he's dead or just leave him dead?
Let's just go check. It's not that far.
When you're coming from the black, you want a place that reminds you of home. You want traditional foods like our Eoxians cadaver digits, fresh fried every cycle, or tacos made the Spaffini way, flavored with real asteroid sauce. With quality finding up with a syndicate for their prices any corporate collar can afford. So after you dock, head over to the Eye. We're open all cycle every cycle, ready to treat you like family, hive mind, or brood clutch. Spacies, you're gonna like the food you eat from the restaurant that I own.
Hey, thanks for watching Dead Sundays. You can watch the rest of this adventure in part 2, and you can catch us live on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern only on twitch.tv/LogarTheOgar. Thank you, OBS, for your service towards the streaming community. Please check out and donate to the OBS Project's Patreon. OBS is a free broadcasting software that I've been using for years and wouldn't want to use anything else. Thank you to Sirenscape, who allows us to use their dynamic sound generator to provide the background music and sound effects that you're hopefully enjoying right now. Sirenscape is a wonderful program with a ton of pre-crafted and IP-specific soundscapes available for a monthly subscription to make your tabletop games sound as epic as they play. Thank you to Roll20, a web-based tabletop RPG client allowing users around the world to play tabletop games together as if they were in the same room. Roll20 is a free-to-use service, but offers a low-cost monthly subscription option for extra tools that I use because I use Roll20 all the time. And thanks to Paizo for making Starfinder, for making Pathfinder, and for supporting the United Paizo workers.